Hello and welcome to NHL 26. Today we are going up against the Toronto Maple Leafs. We are the Anaheim Ducks. We're also listening to some goth metal, so sit back, relax and enjoy.
Rain on my hands, the altar shakes again. I hear the clouds descend like judgment over men. Your name in the thunder, cut deep in the sky. I stand where the old walls burn, and I do not hide. Lift me higher.
Hi everybody, welcome back to EA Sports. I am James Cebulski. One of the hottest teams in the NHL will look to keep their heater going tonight. And we are about set to drop the puck on this one. The Leafs get off to a good start as they win the opening faceoff. Anaheim's got the puck inside the defensive zone. Takes it and looks ahead. All alone. Tremendous save on an incredible chance there.
I can't believe he's been denied, James. He's typically so good in this one-on-one situation.
Lots of hockey left to be played in this period. Still scoreless in this one. And off to Bravo, take possession. Looks like there's a delayed penalty being called here by the officials. The ball takers quickly off to his bench to get the extra attacker out.
The medical staff is waiting at the bench here, looking at him to get off the ice, but he is really struggling in significant pain.
Carlson's getting up there in the center bench for more.
Coaches are always telling you to finish your check, but that time just a little too over-aggressive and a lot of pressure along the wall.
Takes the feed. Puck picked up by Michikov. Sends it in front. And that's intercepted. Hammers him in the open ice.
You want to send a message to your opponent early in the game, and that early delivery of a bone-crushing hit, that was just that.
One stop the puck into his own zone. Great read by Nieto. Oh, what a save in front. Look at that hit. Maybe try to wear down the opponents here. Play whistle, dead penalty coming up. The Ducks have been handed 2 for interference.
Running interference is part of the game, but guess what? You gotta be smart about it. You have to allow the opponent to move freely to find that puck. You can get away a little bit, but too much, you're gonna get the interference call.
Excellent shot with the head. Oh, how did he stop that? What a save by Gibson.
That's an incredible save here. It's post to post. How about this?
The go-ahead goal get a face-off. Still some precious time left on this power play as they get set to drop the puck. And they win the offensive zone face-off. Now let's see if they can capitalize. Anaheim's got the puck here in the open ice. There's the whistle. Offside is the call. McTavish's side still short-handed here as they slide in for the face-off. Anaheim's come up with possession after that neutral zone draw.
Harkins is now standing ready to get back on the ice.
And he sidesteps the check there. Disappointing power play effort as they serve a short-handed goal. But both teams down back to even strength.
I didn't like anything about that power play, James. I'll tell you what.
And here comes the knight in shining armor.
This has been a heated game all the way around, and you're looking down, you see that one of your players is injured, you have to defend them.
Well, is this one of those analogies, you mess with the bull, you get the horns?
I guess so. I mean, it's certainly sending a message, isn't it, James? I mean, really, it's about retribution and governance and what happens within the rink and trying to make sure that this gets settled here and there, and hopefully it's done.
Anaheim's got it, and they're on the attack. And that team's off the iron.
Anaheim's doing a long game. Sometimes you do all the hard work to get to the right spots on the ice, but you don't have any puck luck, and that was evident there as they hit the post now.
Made that stop. And now he moves it to McMahon. Oh, very good. Yeah, you gotta sense this was coming.
That's a dangerous play, James, and you can't have any of that in the game, in particular when you're the one who's just received it. You got a player down, he's injured, you knew that was going to be answered for.
Cheryl, I kind of like the response here, just coming to the aid of a fallen teammate.
Well, yeah, and it's the way that it happened, right? You know, they don't think it was a clean hit, and so now all of a sudden they want retribution. They want to let them know that they can't take action this way, and, you know, they duked it out.
Play set to resume here finally after a spirited scrap just moments ago. The Leafs get a hold of the draw. What a collision there! That frees up a little room. He's got a step. Gone by the taking. Oh, he stopped it on the breakaway.
Call it a stare down, a showdown, whatever you want. Maybe he's got a book on the shooter because he's able to stop this puck on the breakaway. That's a magnificent one.
Anaheim's holding a noticeable edge in the shot department here in the first, and they lead as a result. And we get a whistle as the goaltender decides to hang on to this one. Past the halfway mark of this period, the Ducks lead at 2-1 in what has been an entertaining game thus far. Post won the draw. And that won't go as it hits one of his own teammates in front. Tries to feed it over to Tavares. And he can't hang on after that hit. Moves the puck. Scores him in front. The Ducks will play it in their own end. Here they are on the attack. Oh, he's down with it, but just enough to keep it out of the net. And a great save.
Well, that puck came hard, and it came fast, and it came multiple times, but he was right on it, showing his athleticism to make those saves.
We got a stoppage. Let's get the call. Hellison's going out for boarding.
Well, it's kind of hard to protect a one-goal lead when you're sitting in the box and your team's short-handed, James. The PK unit's going to have to find a way to stave off the power play here and get the job done.
Fires on Priest. He scores! And will tag number 50 in terms of the point total on the season.
Well, that's got to feel good, James. I mean, he gets 50th point, he notches the goal right there, and he's knows that he's playing with a ton of confidence right now. His ability to finish, to know where everyone is around him, just complimenting his is a great save. You can see this one-on-one battle, and the goaltender is so dialed in, tracking and makes that save.
Feeds the puck to Ernest. The Leafs looking against the half wall. That's a solid check on the play. Short-handed breakaway. Feeds the puck over. Grabbed along the board by Nestorenko. The Leafs are going to have to move it up quickly here if they're going to capitalize on this power play. They score! And that's another short-handed goal.
Well, it's hard to believe that power play is struggling this much, James. If you're on the PK, your coach is telling you attack, be aggressive. Go get another one.
Joshua won the draw. Toronto's power play is over. What a disaster as they give up a short-handed goal.
The expectation when you're on a power play is just
Moses is taking his own breakaway. What a save on the play.
the timely assist. He's going to generate a ton of momentum for his team here, but he's so composed, he's patient, and just steers the puck aside.
Taken by the cone. Under siege and finally grabs that one and covers up for a whistle. Big face-off here, and it's almost like there's blood in the water.
Yeah, the goaltender's been peppered, extremely fatigued, so you want to make sure you win this draw right away and with a direct attack to the net.
Unleashes a cannon. Made the stop on the play. And slides it to Victor Strome. That's a great heads-up play by Mitchell. Dangles between his legs. Fires it. First 20 minutes of play is in the books. Both teams get a chance to refresh and reset. We'll be back with second period action in no time. The Ducks have dominated them thus far and continue to do so here in this second. Second period underway. It has been a one-sided affair so far. Let's get the calendar show counter back into this one. What do you make of the first 20 minutes of action?
The Ducks have a comfortable lead heading into the second period here, James. They can't score. Anaheim's going on the attack as they gain the zone. They picked off by Tony. And called for the offside. We're going to face off. Nestorenko's ready for the try as they continue to be shorthanded here. After the drive center, they've got a hold of the puck. Shakes off the ball, some nifty moves. Big time effort on the offside. He's got a chance on a breakaway. He
start of hockey here on EA Sports, and we got the third period coming at you in moments. Well, your teams tighten up here. Period number 3. It has been an offensive explosion thus far. Okay, we played 2 thirds of this one here. Scott, what do you make of what you see in this one?
The Ducks have been terrific tonight, and through 40 minutes of play, they hold a comfortable lead, and this is a great position for a coach and their staff to be in, where they can look down their bench and say, listen, we have utilized our lineup here, all 4 lines, versatility, get them out there and rest up key players for the next game.
Here comes the feed. The Ducks have it now. Oh, look at this chance.
On my feet.
Cuts to the front. In front. Stop.
Carson's return to the lineup certainly gives this team some added boost in offense as he gets a dangerous shot right off the hop.
A spirited battle over on the boards to the puck. The Leafs have a hold of it into the Mason zone. From one man to another. Stop with ease.
The key to being a good goaltender is not giving
Scores! And another goal for the road team here tonight. The freedom process begun from the crowd.
right from the rafters all the way down. The booing begins and it doesn't let up. And I'll believe that their team is just finding it tonight, no matter what the efforts they're getting thrown out.
Yeah, you can see this one coming, Cheryl.
Yeah, and you hate to see this, James. A player down, never the look you want, but you also know that it has to be responded for. There has to be action when a guy's on the ice.
Well, a pretty spirited, some might say justified response after he took out his teammate.
Yeah, and you knew they weren't going to let anyone get pushed around on their team, and it's tough to watch someone get injured on a play, but stepping in, having the courage to do it and stand up for your teammate, I think the entire bench likes that.
Well, this game has new life breathed into this building tonight after what we just saw moments ago, but we still got a game to play. Loose puck and they're off to the races. Anaheim's got possession of the puck. Stopped by the goaltender, getting a piece of that one. Anaheim's working on the line. And that's off the air.
McTavish is having a tough one tonight, James. He's been at the right place at the right time with good timing, but unable to convert as it goes off the pipe numerous times.
Here we go, off-end rush. Goalie with a stop. The Leafs move the puck in the defensive zone. And offside, we'll get a reset here. Buffalo's coming up next on the schedule. These two teams, doesn't matter where they are in the schedule, where they are in the standings, always a good contest. I'm looking forward to it. The Leafs turn the face-off at center. Tries to get the puck over to Nylander. And a penalty coming up here on the play. There's the whistle, and here's the call. Carson's getting due for interference here. He's off to the box.
Well, the praise of the penalty box is going to continue here, and I think he's got to find a way to get this bench emotionally controlled right now. They're just
He's
going to
got
give
a
this.
little drop. Scores on the breakaway. Scores!
Another short-handed goal, James. I mean, their opponent is looking nervous, looking up on that power play, and they recognize it, and they attack really, really good efforts.
And now he angles it across to Miles. Another hit. He will feel this one by the end of the night.
Tough night for him. He's going to have to keep his head up and move that puck quickly. He doesn't want to get banged. emotionally and mentally and get back on track.
Moves it to Ekman Larson. Oh, he's able to feel that wrestler. He scores! Anaheim's offense continues to shine here in this third period.
Well, this has got to be a dream for a coach. You know what they're telling their team in the intermission to make sure they stay to business, stay the task, stay focused. And that's exactly what they've done, and they just hammered their opponent.
Across the line from center. Oh, pass! And that's intercepted by Cannon. Near side is on Van Hulsen. Strike feeds along the boards. Knocks it off the post.
Anaheim's coach has been happy with this game so far, James. They're generating a lot of shots. They're in the lead. Yeah, they've run them off the post a number of times, but you got to expect some long possession when you're driving it in. You're going to get another one.
And that's out of the offensive zone. And he takes the pass. Here's a short pass to McTavish. Big stop right there. And he makes that save as well. Stars has it and places the play.
Dallas is finally going to get on the score sheet here after multiple scoring chances, James. Love to see the expected goals after this one. And you can feel it coming, but yeah, I mean, he's been all around the net. He's had the puck on his stick. He's had all the right habits, found himself in all the right spots.
Oh, what a collision there.
Well, that's just an absolutely huge hit, James. And there's going to be a stoppage in play here because I think that pane of glass is broken.
The Ducks are just minutes away from closing out this blowout. They have had plenty of scoring opportunities and have maximized most of them. Approach this stoppage here back in the way here. Beautiful read into the defensive wing by Ekman Larson. Takes it to the net. Rips it. Oh, how did he get it? He scores! Deuces Lane. That's his second of the game.
Well, he's got two towers in the station, James, but I love his movement off the puck as well. I think that he's absolutely knows how to approach it. He's out there, he's hunting it, and guess what? He's been rewarded for his efforts.
Swing across the line. And top of the hostile environment as the final seconds tick away. These breakaway. A breakaway. Will he get it on Corsair? And he stops that time. Final one is 7, and that's all she wrote tonight. Harkins pays the way.
Let them come take me in. I choose my fate. I choose my fate. Let freedom reign.
Alright, gonna end this one here. I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share. Hit that bell for notifications. We are back tomorrow against the Ottawa Sentinels. So until then, I'll see you all again. Bye for now.